Welcome back to Kickturn Party.
Here we are. We're on the Island of Skulls tonight, and we're going to bring you some good skateboarding lore, some good skateboarding legends, some good skateboarding history. So, once again, I'm your host, J-Cab. This is my co-host, Nat, and my other co-host. What's your name again? A little bit.
Juvenile delinquent.
Juvenile delinquent. That's it.
I'm going to let JD take it from here. It's part of his collection. I'm going to let him tell you all about
beautiful board.
It's a great board. It's one of those things that people decided that aluminum skateboards was the way to go, and they weren't. So
and that's why we're
all riding wood.
Because that was the future.
This was the future in 1977, 78, 79. Even Pal Peralta had a metal skateboard.
Don't we have
Quicksilver?
We even have a modern one.
And yes, so we decided that the 70s, they sucked really bad. So what did we do in the 90s? We brought metal skateboards back.
Yep, that's an aluminum popsicle
I
stick.
have not seen that.
But this was even better because it had a replaceable nose and tail. So when you wore it out, you could unscrew the nose and tail and replace it.
And it's like a built-in nose rail.
So what happens if you beat the
What
side
about
rails?
what about doing like it's got built-in rails and everything.
yeah.
But what about doing like board slides? Does it wear the skateboard out?
I'm sure it's good for that, but I don't know what else it's good for. Maybe.
I mean, look, that's
hanging
got
on the wall.
built-in rails. It's got a little whatever this
Built-in
is.
riser, so you don't have to buy riser
yeah.
pads. Look how much money it's going to save you.
Is it lighter?
I don't
No.
think it's significant. I don't think it's significantly
Is it just supposed
lighter.
to last longer?
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
never supposed to
well,
wear out.
You know, if you
Man, the kids that do handrails, I think like it would bend over a handrail.
if you do a lot of rail slice on this, you're going to wind up with a
Sharp
very,
serrated
very
edge.
sharp
Yeah.
edge. Yeah.
Well, what about
Which
the kids
could
that
cut
do
you up.
like those
I've never
sets
seen
of
such a
10
thing.
and stuff that break skateboards? Would it bend?
That would sponsor Beaver.
Aircraft skateboards. Hell far. Send me a set of wheels and a board, and I'll be sponsored by Aircraft.
No doubt.
The damn thing.
I'd ride that.
I've ridden stupider stuff.
No true word spoken.
We'll have that on another episode.
Jay
There'll be
used
a
to ride
whole
for
nother
trick
episode
sticks.
about silly trick boards. And this is definitely a
Bring
silly
this out
trick
to the
board.
park. I'm gonna
They're
skate
so
it.
loud you can't ride them.
I'm gonna skate it.
I'll let you skate it.
Bring it up.
Yo, can you get like
What does it do? Like echo when you ride it?
sound absorption shock pads?
Something would help, but
Has
it's
it got a lot of good pop? It's got a lot of good
no.
pop.
They're really soft, really flexible, especially this one. I mean,
Is this one
yeah,
flexible?
Yeah, even that
So-
one's flexible.
So
Does it
Okay,
like
okay.
if you did a set of 10? Can't believe I said that.
would it
you
bend
did
like
it
a
as
beer
a kid,
can?
what?
Did you like instead of breaking it like the kids do these
I think
days?
it would bend
would
it.
it
I
like
think it would
permanently
bend.
bend it?
This is
And
supposed
then
to be
could
made
you-
out of
yeah.
aircraft aluminum. I mean,
Well, then fucking wings fall off all the damn time. You know? Shit.
I ain't never tried to ollie a wing down a 10 set. Or an airplane, either one.
That's right. I think we need to call up Lockheed and figure out something about this.
You're using the wrong damn aluminum.
I'm not sure Boeing's on top
Well,
of their game.
is it that Boeing's using skateboard aluminum instead of like an aircraft aluminum, or skateboards are using aircraft aluminum?
BMW actually made skateboards. BMW, the car company,
Yes.
made skateboards.
Yes, they did. And they had independent suspension.
Yeah.
And they were like
Like
really weird.
Thousands of dollars worth
Yeah,
of skateboards.
thousands of dollars worth of skateboards.
And it's crazy.
So let me
Tell him.
Oh yeah, we'll bring that.
But here we go. Let's talk about this one.
So,
Just one more
So
second.
I want to see the progression from the 70s all the way up to this modern hunk of whatever it may be.
Hey, it's made in the USA. Look at that, right?
That's-
Yeah.
Maybe the plastic
Right
is.
there.
Yeah, the
Made in the
plastic might
USA.
be.
Well, the first one from the 75, 76 has an adjustable base plate
That's pretty crazy.
for different bolt patterns
Sure,
and
sure.
wheelbases, and well, we'll get into that
So
later on.
when you put it out long, you can go downhill and on that 27-inch board. When you put them up tight, you can do freestyle on that 27-inch board, right?
Exactly. Yes,
There
you're
you
right.
go.
But really, it's a piece of junk. But Then we
So wait, this got that actually has precision bearings. What kind of wheels are those? And what kind of
Pro
trucks?
class. Pro
This
class.
is this is a whole total
The whole
pro
pro
class
cla-
board,
yeah.
straight from Valterra or something like that.
Walmart or Big K or
So I guess the
yeah.
screws are under your little bit of.
There ain't no screw. Well,
Yeah,
I
there's
guess-
screws.
I
Yeah,
guess there
they're
are.
underneath the
but it's got
bathtub
the
tape.
it's got the crazy base plate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So then we progressed to probably the 76, 77, which you can see
Right.
this one that had different trucks on it at one time because it had a different
Hole pattern.
hole pattern,
Mm.
and
And which were probably the cheap ass trucks
these
that
trucks,
came with. Yeah.
right? And somebody upgraded to ACS.
Now I
with-
remember these. These were
Pretty good
ACS
trucks.
650s. They were big and downhill trucks.
Yeah.
At the time, they were like one of the
Made
burliest
by a
trucks.
bicycle company.
And
Yeah.
here, check this out. One of the things about them is check out this extremely huge
riser base.
riser pad.
That's bigger than the
that's
Golding.
that's
Yeah.
a metal. That's a metal half-inch of riser pad. You don't need plastic riser pads. We got metal riser pads here, baby, all the way built in. Those won't break.
ACS, American Cycling System.
So going back to what you were saying about the holes being different, show us this little contraption you bought over here, JD, that shows what we had to go through. Back in the day, you would buy boards that were undrilled. And so somebody had to drill them, and you had to make sure you had them set up right and that they were all in a line and everything was good, so your board wouldn't turn one way or the other. So they had this kind of contraption, and you could buy these if you were a skate shop, or I guess if you were just a normal person.
Yeah, this had actually come from the skate shop in Maryville, and it's actually, I guess you would call it a jig to help you keep the truck pattern centered, and it's actually got, if you can zoom in on there, it's got all the different truck patterns, which back in the 70s you had like a ton of different truck patterns.
There
You
was
just
no
didn't have-
standardization,
Yeah,
and this one was made for all of them except for now the new school boards.
exactly. Yeah, this is definitely old school.
This is
But
way
you would
before that.
This was adjustable. You just turned a screw. You slid. Well, where you at? Here. You slid the block back and forth for your
Pan way
wheelbase.
out so you can actually see what the hell's going on. You're zooming in too much. There you go.
Yeah, you. This is for your wheelbase. You slid the block, drilled your holes for short wheelbase, 14, 15, whatever you wanted
and
to
you
do.
adjust these ends so that they were stuck on the end of your board.
And it would keep it in line.
Line everything
Yep.
up, no matter what shape your board was, as long as you could stick it in there.
But back in the 70s, you could either get a uncut or you could get a cut that was undrilled.
Stop that, Jason.
See, that's what you get. That's what you get.
So if you had an undrilled board from the 70s, it's worth a lot of money, basically.
Yeah. So these wheels, I'm noticing these wheels
Yo-yos.
you've got on here.
You got yo-yos on there.
Yeah,
No
take that off.
way.
Yeah, that's actually
check
ride
out
that
these
board.
wheels. Check out you. Whoop.
Yo-yos were
Doug
around
Walker's
for a lo-
favorite wheel.
They were around for a long time.
Steve Cathy.
You got two
these
different
were-
kinds of yo-yos.
Two different
on there.
colors.
Yeah, the Steve Cathy signature wheel yo-yos. These are straight out of the 70s.
But you got
These were
yo-yo
great
pros
wheels.
or the but
These are straight from the 70s. There were a lot of good wheels back in the 70s. This is one example of some really good ones. I think I had some yo-yos at one
they're pretty
point.
soft.
I didn't ride them for a long time.
I never
Well,
owned
these
them.
were pretty
remember
much.
they made the two-tones for a while.
These were pretty much the standard kind of hardness back then for skate parks. And these are probably like, I don't know,
85.
Yeah.
maybe
Maybe a
88.
yeah.
Yeah. They're a little harder.
Well, if we had a durometer meter, we'd test them.
Speaking of, I've got
It's called a
durometer meter.
durometer.
Not
Not a durometer meter.
I've got one at home.
A
and we're
durometer,
gonna-
Peter?
we're-
A durometer meter?
I meant to bring that.
Well,
I meant to bring that. I've got one. We're gonna
You
have it
do?
on. Yes, I've got one.
Well, we need
We're
to
gonna bring it
test.
on one of the. We're gonna bring it on one of the next shows.
Now,
we'll
is
bring
it-
a wide variety of
is it
wheels,
an-
and we'll show you what durometer actually means.
Does it do a durometer or B durometer?
I believe it does a durometer.
Old school.
Is there such
yeah,
is there
yeah.
such a thing as 101s?
Jimmy gave it to me.
How can there be a 101?
We're gonna find
It's
out.
B durometer.
We'll have
It's
a
a
whole
di- it's-
discussion about that.
We will.
What if I don't understand?
I'll bring
On
notes.
another one.
I'll make you understand.
So going back.
I'll make the audience
So,
understand.
is this a turning point board?
I have no idea what it is.
I just noticed all the extra
got wheel wells and
layers.
stuff.
Yeah. Anyways,
How many is it?
let's show this real
63s.
quick.
Hell yeah.
All right, so this is a
This is a teaser for next
Skateboarder
episode?
magazine. No, this is going to be. We'll do a little bit more of
Bonus-
this later on.
Bonus points if you know who it is on the cover.
Yeah. Okay. So this is Skateboarder
Look,
magazine.
he looks like an old man,
from
and it's
back in the day.
1979.
But what I really want you to see.
Another hit.
is-
He was at Coney. He was at Kona too. He was at Kona when
Yes,
we were
he
there.
was at Kona when we were there. So, used to, back in the day, in this magazine, they used to give you free skate park
Coupons.
passes.
Coupons.
Coupons.
Cupid's.
Exactly. So if you, right here where my finger is, if you roll in down there,
Real close.
I'm getting
real
excited.
close.
Real close.
Look at that.
I think JD's got
There's
wood.
a free 2-hour session at Concrete Surf, which is a Maryville skate park.
And it's about a mile from
From my
JD's
house.
house.
It
Yeah.
used to be there. It's gone
Where he
now.
grew up!
But in our next episode, we're going to have some footage.
Those of us lucky enough got to skate that part.
Exactly.
There was a pool there that was awesome.
Dude, the
we're
snake
gonna
run
look at-
was fun. It was
we're
janky, but it was
We're gonna
fun.
look at that here on coming up on our next episode.
What we
But-
need to get all of the footage together from the news from all those old parks.
I've already done that. That's what this next episode is.
I
That's
can't
why. That's
wait.
why Jay sits in the middle.
I can't wait. I'm
All right,
excited.
so thanks for coming to Kickturn Party. We
We
want to
appreciate
invite
your
you back to
time.
Skull Island anytime you want to come back.
We'll see you next
Come
week.
on down. We'll be here.
Hate mail.
Skate on.
Oh,
We'll see you next
put
time.
up the email address, kickturnparty@gmail.com.
Yep.
Let us know how we're doing.
Call us with your
Not
hate.
too
Yeah.
good.
Nah, this episode sucks.
Not too good.
Not too good.
Not too good. We'll try better.
We'll see you
try.
next week.
No, we
we'll
won't.
try better. Well, I said try.
Oh, okay. I think it's our
Ouch.
producer.
Late.
Everybody's gonna hang out here tonight. Alright. We'll pass out in the flat. Alright. Tonight. We got nothing better to do than to take 6 runs, drink a dozen brews. Don't talk about anything else. We don't wanna know. We're dedicated to beers, smoke, and road. Backside slasher, website grind, Kickturn Party. We'll hang out by the peanut pool all night and every night, and go someplace else to smoke and yell. It's Friday night. We got nothing better to do than take 6 runs, drink a dozen brews.